Hey my love bugs, long time no talk. Sorry, I have my earpiece in, so if the sound is not good, sorry. But anywho, we're gonna have a lot to catch up on. I think I'm gonna record tonight. Thank you, Lord. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, I think we're gonna record tonight. Catch you up on life, because by the time you see this, you'll see you would have seen so many other videos that were from years back, months back, all the things, because of course I said I was going to start a channel, and like I put a video up a year ago and never put anything else up. So it is time to step into it. Shout out to Morgan Tracy J. She's amazing. I follow her. I was on her Zoom Bible study class. Anywho, I got my little hat on because it's a little cold here in Chicago. But let's see. But yeah, so other than that, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually heading to creative writing class right now, which has been such a blessing. It has been such a blessing to be a part of this program by the Odyssey Project, free program that allows you to take a humanities writing class for college credit. How dope is that? Hello. But anywho, yeah, I say a lot. So I just wanted to give you guys some real life. Again, sorry if the audio is not the best, but there's no filter. This is just eyeshadow and a little bit of, what's this? A little bit of concealer and some lip. Baby, I feel good today. I look good today. And I'm thankful. And I need to be, because I'm fighting to really have triumphant faith. To be honest, life is, the walls are caving in on every level on me. And there's a lot of uncomfortability that I have to now be okay with. But that's okay. We got to start over. I'm going to have to start over in life at 37. And so I'll take you guys on that chapter with me, starting over at 37. And, just being grateful for the ability to start over, and encouraging those who also have to do the same. So, yeah, that would be the gist of this. Just popping on to say hello. I missed y'all. I know y'all haven't really missed me because you ain't seen me. I'm sorry, but no more holding out. No more being in the background. Oh, that's cute. I like that. That's a cute picture. Okay. But anywho, yeah, no more being in the background, y'all. We got to go be who God called us to be. And it's important to move your body, move your mind, and be purposeful even when the walls are caving in. Because if the walls cave in and the floor moves underneath you, God is still with you. He's carrying you. He's above. He's all around. All right, y'all. I'm about to go to class. Love y'all. Bye. Hey. I'm back. Like I never left. Nope. I'm just playing. That's for a different podcast. And if you all follow me, or you follow that podcast, Grace and Giggles, the podcast, then you know where that comes from. Shout out to my bestie Alicia. We will be back in the building very soon. Probably by the time this comes out, we probably would have already been back in the building doing our thing. Anywho, I am sitting here on the couch. If you are tuning in, it's probably because you've seen the beginning of this video, hopefully, where I was doing a walk. I was going to my creative writing class. I'm very blessed to be a part of the Odyssey Project here in Chicago. And it's a free program that allows you to take humanities classes where it focuses on writing and media, things of that nature. And you get college credits when you're done with it. It's about a 4-month program, but you only go 2 days a week for 2 hours. It's amazing. I love it. It's actually been my saving grace in these unparalleled times. Okay. So anywho, in that video, it's really quick, but Yeah, I'm sure you guys probably watched it, so I probably just repeated it for no reason, probably. But anywho, I told you that I was going to come on here and connect with you all because I have missed you all a lot and my love bugs, right? And you know why I missed you? Because you haven't seen me. I posted one video a year ago. A year ago. A year ago. And I have yet to actually do what I said I was going to do, which was be excited and connect and create and what's my thing? Create and connect and be consistent and be intentional and have all these things I wanted to do, and yet I did not do it. And as I stated earlier, there was a virtual Zoom Bible study that I was a part of and I was listening to. Again, shout out to Morgan Tracy J. She's super dope. Very amazing YouTuber, Christian YouTuber. Check her out. I'll link her stuff at this video. I have to remember to do that. Or her link to her video or her channel. I'm sorry. But anywho, so I'm really good at talking, but I wasn't really good at doing, child. Not even a little bit. And this mic here is the mic that my bestie brought me for our podcast. And so guess what? I'm using it right here, right now. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully it's not too distorted. All good stuff. So this video is really for those that it's for those that have come to this portion of my channel. So I will still be posting things on there. It sometimes it won't be chronological. Most of the videos you all have seen have probably been recorded at least a year or so ago, but I have really, really great memories, things I wanted to put on, places I went, just the reason why I even wanted to do this channel, the reason why the Lord showed me I need to do this channel. So I was still going to be obedient in that and putting those things together so that it can seem cohesive, hopefully, to you, because it was meant to inspire. It was meant to help you connect. It was meant to create and give you a sense of learning about the city and also learning about opportunities and also learning about you and learning about me and all the things. Shout out to my homegirl, Taiwan. She always says all the things. But I did not do a lot of the things I said I was going to do. And so the videos you've seen before, that was me just finishing up what I said I was going to finish. You know, I started something, I didn't finish it. So this time around, I'm actually doing what I said. Well, no, doing what God has really showed me that I need to be doing. He's given me the vision, which is this channel, connecting with my love bugs. Hey, y'all. Hey. And being able to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. I've mentioned that before because there are times throughout the videos, which you will see, there are times throughout my life where that's been a constant for me. But this time it's like real. So the environment that you see me in right now, you will not be seeing me in that in the next month or so. Why? Well, right now it's 2025. I like to also just document what year, what time, just so that I can have it kind of like a diary of your life in a sense. But it's 2025. People are going through. We've been going through. Everyone's struggling with something. And I'm no different. And so I have to move. This apartment has not felt like home in a long time. But also, like my mother always says, if you don't move, God will move you. Will move you. He will do the things. He will get you going and kind of be like, all right, now, it's time for us to go. You taking too long. You're really trying to be stagnant here, and I need you to keep growing. I need you to keep going. So things will be set up where, yeah, baby, you gotta go whether you're ready or not. That's the thing. So I have to move. Life is not ideal right now. I'm in between a lot of different things, and on top of that, I don't have very long to move. Might be a month, maybe 2. So yeah, we got to get up out of here. However, here's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful, so grateful that I have people, family, friends who are extending extreme help to me. Friends of mine that are showing up in ways that only a parent should, as far as just supporting me and giving me even a place to stay or like, hey, if you need anything in between, and encouraging me throughout the season. Because again, it's a sudden type of thing. And it's like, all right, you gotta make decisions, and you gotta pick up, and you gotta go. What's uncomfortable is, trying to find a new space when everything is kind of up in the air right now. What's uncomfortable is choosing to have triumphant faith when my situation seems bleak and could easily look very, very disappointing. Both on the just life side, life handing you things that you didn't see coming, and also I have to be accountable because some of those things, I didn't put myself in the best position sometimes. But you learn that you learn from those things. You learn who you are and who you're not. And you learn who God has made you, and maybe who you were comfortable in being or uncomfortable in being, how you need to grow, how you need to learn, how you need to rest, how you need to let anxiety go. The Bible says be anxious for nothing. How you need to trust in God, but also trust in your actions and start taking action. And that's what I kind of mentioned earlier as well. That the Bible study was talking about stepping into it. What I would say throughout these past few years, because there are going to be videos where you kind of hear me talk about the ups and downs of life, but the Lord has shown me for a long time a couple of things. One, I have a very toxic relationship with fear. Not fear of failing, but fear of succeeding, because I don't like to be responsible or not be in control unless, and I like to be, let me say it this way, because that sounds kind of all over the place. I like to be responsible, but I like showing up when I want to show up. But when God has given you something, whatever that something may be for you specifically, who is ever watching, my love bugs that are watching me, if you just kind of came across me or not, whatever that is that God has showed you, and it could be multiple things, you don't get to control the outcome, nor do you get to control how you must rise to the occasion. You just got to rise. And you got to know that whatever is asked of you, God has already given you everything you need. He really has. It may not seem like that, but he has. No money in the bank. That's okay. You still got it. Whatever the case may be, if you just feel as though you don't have the support, you don't know where to start, the first thing to do is come to God in prayer. Really, really sit with him and say, Lord, show me what you want me to do. And I want to do your will, because what he has for you is better than you could ever imagine. And honestly, God knows what we don't. And we may think we have a limit, but God knows that, no, baby, you can go higher, and you can do more, and or you need to rest, because some of us are overexerting, and God is looking at you like, whenever you done,
maybe you can rest so then you can let me handle this. I got it. I'm gonna give you the direction, but you up here trying to be the whole production. Hold on, I got it. So, or I don't know, maybe God just talks to me like that. I don't know. But anywho, ultimately, this video is to talk about me realizing that part of that part of the step one of having a toxic relationship with fear is the fear of succeeding, because being honest, being transparent, sometimes I don't really want to have the ultra responsible roles. I don't. But that's not where I can't grow, if I limit myself on what I think I can handle. If I only want to go to the place that seems good enough for me, but understanding that it's bigger than me. And there are people I'm supposed to connect with and people who will be inspired, not me per se, but if you see this, I don't know how it may speak to you. I don't know how it may speak to you, but there are people whose channel I've watched who like after listening to them or just watching their journeys, I was inspired, or I said, okay, today I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up and go for a walk. And I might not have done that in I don't know how long. And it could be something so simple. It could be something so huge. But again, it's bigger than me. And if I don't show up, then I'm ultimately telling God, thanks for giving me some stuff that you want me to do. Thanks for giving me something that would help your children along the way. But I'm good. I'll just keep it tucked away. I don't get to do that. God has shown me that I don't get to say no when he's already said yes. And the biggest thing has always been stepping into it and then stepping back. I have not been consistent. Number 2. That's a good talker. I'm a good talker, baby. I could dream up a dream. I could dream up a whole business plan, but execution ain't my thing. Or so it wasn't. But it will be. It's becoming it. Because the Lord, again, and I'm really big on Jesus, so hopefully you connect with that. But ultimately, because that's my source, that's who I lean on. But the things that he has shown me is ultimately, you really have to trust. I have to trust him, and then I have to stop stopping myself. Life is gonna get busier and busier. Excuse me, I say a lot, so I'm gonna try to reel that in. But I limit myself. I was the queen of excuses. I'm unlearning it. It's gonna take a minute, but I'm unlearning. But ultimately, I realize, that's the thing. When God has given you something, baby, it will not sit with you. You will not be able to even sleep without that thing being in your heart, being deep within your spirit, because it's for you. It's for you. And I had to be honest. I'm like, you know what? Even creatively, this is for me, because I love creating. I love connecting. I love building community. That's what this channel is about. But how do you do that? And yet you only put out one thing and then you stop, because life be life, and as we all always say. But then I get stuck in that, and then what happens is I don't do number 3, which is what the Lord showed me. First thing was, got a toxic relationship with fear. Second thing was, you don't like building routine to be consistent. And I don't think I mentioned that earlier, but in order to be consistent, I have to build a new routine. Been told that for years. Friends done told me, family done told me, therapists done told me, baby, you just need a routine. You need a routine that's going to work. I love dreaming of the routine. I love writing the routine, but did I actually do it? I did not. Or I did it for a little bit and then we fall back off. And you're human, and that's going to happen. But sometimes you have to make the decision. No, correct that. Every time you have to make the decision that I'm not going to fall off this time. I got to see something through. Now, I may not be able to see everything through all at once. Lord Jesus. Okay. I may not be able to. but I am going to see something through. And whatever that thing is, see it through to the end. Whatever you start, you finish. However long it takes, it doesn't matter, but just finish it and bring it into completion. That's it. So the third thing, which I'm going back to now, is I had to learn how to suffer well. Spoke about that in other videos, but let me break that down for you a little bit more. So these past 3 years, God has taught me about suffering well. Learn to find joy even in the uncomfortable, even when times look dark, even in the midst of not knowing, uncertainty, unparalleled times, crazy world, crazy times, things happening that you can't even explain. But you are set in your joy for the Lord. You're set in your joy for life. And you're set and always looking for joy, even when it can be hard to find. And when you do that, then you realize that now you can produce. And a side note to that was God had to show me I had to learn how to stop running from the pressing of it. Because, again, with all the things that's happening to me, all the things that could be happening for you in your life, whatever it is that you may be going through, and it may not even be bad. It may be a lot of great things happening, but it's overwhelming. Whatever could be happening throughout your life with your people, with your family, within yourself, your friends, your community, people that you love and care about, people that you come across in life, whatever anyone is dealing with, whatever you specifically is dealing with. Here's what the Lord had to show me that may hopefully help you. It can feel like life is crushing you, but it's not. It can feel like it, but it's not. What's happening is that God is allowing a pressing to happen. Like, when you press upon an olive so that you could get oil. I think that's how that works. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. I think that's how that goes. Yes. But I be silly on here. Y'all know I be silly. But when you're pressing a grape. Okay, that I do know. You're pressing a grape and you need the juices to flow out, so that you create the drink that goes with the grape or comes from the grape. It seems like you're crushing the grape, but really the grape is just transforming into something else. The juice is being used to transform into a new creation. So that's what's happening with you. There's a pressing that's happening in your life, different parts of your life, or your life altogether, where it can feel like you are being crushed. But the reality of it is you just don't want to run from the pressing, because the pressure of the pressing produces oil that is anointed, produces oil that will be an abundance of love and joy to so many that you will never even know that you'll come across. And the oil will produce a new creation. But in order for it to happen, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable and being pressed on all sides. There's extractions that happen. There's a beauty within all of the chaos. Trust me, it is. And I'm saying that to you not as a person that is out of it, but a person that's dead smack in the middle of life turning me every which way but loose. Okay? Every which way but loose. Okay? However, God is with me and God is with you. And that's really what I wanted to come here to share with you, is just be okay with, learn however you need to, however it goes, to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You probably heard that 50 million times from 50 million, YouTubers or authors or podcasters or newscasters, for all of that matter, or people that you love, care about, community, pastors if you go to church, from teachers, professors, mentors. You probably heard that, but I don't want you to just hear it. I want you to actually communicate with me and others in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, all the things, so that we can actually help each other Find out what are some ways that you are working through your pressing. What are some ways that you are learning to let go of being comfortable, because uncomfortable is where the growth is. Wherever that may be in your specific life, you can be as open as you want to be. You can be as vague as you want to be. This community is a safe space, a safe spot, safe space. Sorry, y'all, I get tongue tied. But I'm hoping that it will be that for you all and for me too. Because I would love to read the comments. It's gonna help me learn some things too. I don't know it all. I'm just sharing because it was as I was walking back from class, God was like, "Hey, you gonna go record?" And I didn't know I was gonna record today, but I needed to get this out. And honestly, I was just going to keep relying on videos I'd already done, thinking, okay, I could put those out. But the reality of it is that's taking a cheap shot. If I'm really going to have purpose in what Out from the Background is supposed to be about, I can't just be fluffing it up. I can't just be out here doing a few things, putting it together. It looked good. And now I'm set for a couple of months and I'm straight. This is a whole journey. And I want it to be authentic and I want to be transparent. And I want the presence of God to be in the room when we talking. I really do. I really, really do. So, there are other things that we have to catch up on, trust and believe. I didn't want this video to be too long, but y'all know I say that a lot, and motor mouth be motor mouthing. Okay, I be going. But we will delve into the details down the line. This was just simply to make the statement, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You will see me again. But you're going to see me in a different environment. You might see me in a couple of people's different environments, because I'm like, you know what? I don't just have to just be in my little space. I could sit down and talk to y'all when I get some quiet time, wherever I am. I can bring y'all with me on a new journey. And speaking of journey, I am 37. I'm sorry. I will be 38 in January. This is currently October, right before Halloween. And so I did say how I was starting over at 37. And that's very uncomfortable for me. That's one thing, is having to start over, having to say, okay, now what? But I'm in good company, unfortunately, and fortunately. Unfortunately, because a lot of people are really at this time going through so much uncertainty. So much is happening so quick, and people are not able to bounce back. We have a very laughable government right now who doesn't care about playing Legos with people's lives right now. And so everybody's feeling the pressure. However, God is still God. He's in control, and we have dominion. And so we have to choose to have triumphant faith, which I actually got that from church. Bishop Smith and Elder Banks talked about at Apostolic Faith Church in Chicago. That's my church. They talked about having triumphant faith, and what that is that David Goliath faith. It's that kind of faith that, well, we do know that faith is the evidence of things not seen. Or if you don't know, that's what it is. It's choosing to believe what you can't see, even when you can't see. You get what I mean? Like, it's so dark you can't see a thing, but you still believe you're gonna make it about this thing. You just don't know how. You don't know when, but you know you will. You don't know if you're going to get that position. You don't know if you're gonna move into that house or the apartment, or if you're gonna move with family because it's better and you've been wanting that anyway. You don't know if you're gonna get a place. You don't know, because right now you're living in a car, or you're living somewhere that is just not, because some people's needs will be dire and some people's needs won't be as dire. But the reality of it is, you may not know that you're going to get the thing that the Lord said that you will get, but He does, because His word does not change. It does not change. And so hold on to His unchanging hand. Be okay. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. You might be on the wilderness, but baby, believe me, there's a valley waiting for you with your name on it. Okay. The land of milk and honey, your land of milk and honey, it is on its way, but we have to believe that it is. We truly have to believe that it is. And after we believe, because sometimes that's the action. We hear a lot in the church community, in the Christian community, we hear faith without works is dead. Sometimes the work is just choosing to believe when you have every reason not to. After you do that, take your time. Take your time. Again, it's a lot emotionally, and it's a lot on your spirit. So just walk your spirit through. But after you have chosen to believe and trust in the Lord, now you go to the Lord and say, okay, Lord, how would you have me do this? What would you have me do? And then be obedient, because his word does not change. Whatever he told you in 2020 or 2019, it's the same in 2035. What he has for you is what he has for you. So sometimes you may have to just close your eyes and block out what you hear. I know we all do. Well, a lot of us doom scroll. I know I doom scroll a lot. I don't want to generalize, or I was, but I had to learn, you can't feed yourself too much negativity either. You have to keep yourself balanced. And sometimes that means shutting out even your own thoughts, because those thoughts are fleeting. Trust me when I tell you what God has for you and what he says is for you, it will be. But sometimes that means you got to be willing to feel like you might be to be uncomfortable. And sometimes that may feel like you are walking on on stones of fire sometimes. But he will not let you burn. He will not let you be crushed. You will feel a pressing and you will feel pressure. But trust me when I tell you was what he's doing in the midst, because we always think about the other side. But it's not just about what's on the other side, baby. It's about who you becoming right now. What this pressing is doing to you right now. You are going to have faith you never knew you had. You are going to develop it. You are going to develop work ethics and mindsets that you didn't even know you needed. You are going to develop physically. You are going to develop spiritually. You are going to become a brand new creation. Just hold tight. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Don't run from the pressing of the pressure, because it will produce an oil that will allow you to create and connect with your community. Trust me, it will. I'm going to take y'all on my journey of starting over. Starting over. And we shall see what the Lord will do. I'm grateful to him. And I'm grateful for you. And I love y'all for listening. Forgive me if it was rambling, but this is just a free for all. Not really super. I don't know. I didn't want to feel like I had a subject I just really wanted to talk about. I did know I wanted to bring that point, but I just wanted to be real with y'all. Sit on this couch one more good time before I move to a different spot, wherever that may be, in Jesus' name. And we just continue to grow together. Love y'all dearly. Please remember to like, share, and comment, because I will read the comments, okay? Because I'm serious. We got to help each other. We're not going to make it isolated, but we will make it really being there for one another and supporting one another as best as we can. So love y'all. Hope this encouraged. Talk to you soon. Bye.